محمد وعجل فرجهم. So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, hope everyone is well. And inshallah, today I plan to do some revision with yourselves before I start book 2. As you know, that the reason behind this is that I just want everyone to be confident with the verbs, and the verbs are one of the important parts of the Arabic language. And without the verbs, you're not able to understand syntax or appreciate syntax, and then be able to read the Quranic text. So there are two sciences which are really important. One is morphology, and the other is syntax, the changes of the i'rab. So these are both crucial for you to be able to read Arabic text, and that's the reason why I always recommend all students to start off with morphology, master morphology. Once you have mastered this, then you'll be able to understand syntax, the changes of the i'rab. So let's start. I would like, first of all, Sister Bilqis.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. How are you, sister?
Doing fine. How about you?
Alhamdulillah. So, Sister Bilqis, this is going to be revision for yourself. Can you explain to me? So there are 14 forms for a past tense verb. So there's 14 forms. Now, as we know that it says third person here, second person, and first person. So we have singular, dual, which are two people, and then in Arabic language, plural is more than two people. So this chart goes across, and I want you to also mention what are the attached pronouns which denote or represent who the person who is performing the action.
Okay, inshallah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So the kataba, it's a 3-letter root word verb.
Excellent.
And in the third person, which is the first siga for singular masculine,
Correct.
kataba, the pronoun huwa is hidden into it.
Correct.
So whenever we translate, the kataba means he wrote.
Excellent.
Okay. And for the dual, kataba, we will add a suffix alif into it to show that the two male are performing the action, doing the verb. So the translation for kataba will be the two male wrote. Okay. And for katabu, the suffixes waw is showing that multiple men, more than two men, are performing the action. So the translation for katabu will be they are writing, they wrote. For katabat, the third person feminine singular is katabat. So the ta is showing that female is doing the action, and it's singular. So the translation for katabat will be she wrote.
Excellent.
Katabata is two female are writing. Again, the alif is showing that two person are doing the action, and the ta before the alif is showing that the female is doing the action. So katabata is going to be they two female are writing.
Excellent.
Katabna. The suffix nun is showing that the action is done by multiple women, more than two women, and the translation for that will be they wrote. Okay. Excellent. So now the second person conjugations will be katabta. So this katabta, the translation will be you male singular wrote. Katabtuma and katabtuma both for women, male and female, is going to stay the same. And the translation will be you two male wrote and you two female wrote. So I just covered it both together. Katabtum, it's for second person, and the suffix tum is showing that two male are multiple male are wrote. So the pronoun antum is hidden inside, like the suffix is showing that the antum is.
Yeah, so here from katabta.
Katabta, yes. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention that in anta.
Correct.
For this one, anta, and for the dual, antuma, and for the plural, antum.
Yeah, so the attached or the suffixes which are at the end, this ta, tuma, tum,
Yeah.
these are the attached or the suffixes which are attached to the verb, which denote who is performing the action.
Yes, yes.
And also you need to remember that from the sixth form, so count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From the sixth form, the last letter before the noon is given a sukoon.
A sukoon, yes.
So it becomes katabna.
Katabna, right. Correct.
Let's continue. Katabti.
Okay, katabti. So anti is the pronoun which is hidden inside it, katabti.
No, it's not hidden. All of the only.
Sorry. Yeah, it's showing with the ta with the kasra, katabti. Yeah. So anti, katabti, and it's for a singular, feminine, second person, and the translation will be you, one female wrote. Okay, now katabtuma. So the pronoun antum. Antuma, sorry, pronoun antuma is it's in the pronoun antuma is going to be for katabtuma, and the translation will be you two, a female wrote, performed the action. Wrote.
Excellent.
Okay, katabtunna, it's for the antunna, katabtunna. It's for multiple women. And it's for second person, so the translation will be you, plural, feminine wrote, female wrote. Okay.
1 second. Before you do the first person, so for the first person, you have singular, and for the dual and plural, there's one form. So there's no need to say katabna, just say katabna, that's it. It covers the dual and the plural as well.
And the plural, yes. Okay. So katabtu, it's for both gender, first person for both gender, singular, and it's showing that the first person is performing the action. So katabtu is going to be one, male or female, wrote. And for katabna, and both the katabna, we wrote and we all wrote. We too wrote and we all wrote for same male and female.
Excellent. Excellent. Sister Sayyida Kazmi. Sister Sayyida Kazmi. Sister Sayyida Kazmi. Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum, sister. Can you come on the mic, please? Sister Sayyida Kazmi. Okay, she may be having problems. Okay, then what I'll do, Sister Sayyida Sama.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes.
Bismillah. So can you do the same exercise, please?
I couldn't understand fully.
You don't understand it? Okay, let me explain that. Okay, give me 2 seconds then. Okay, now there are 14 forms for the past tense verb. Now, the 14 forms of the past tense verbs, every verb requires a suffix which would represent who is performing the action. Now, as there are 14 forms and there are different letters which represent different individuals which are performing the action. So sometimes you can have a name of an individual which is doing the action, or sometimes the verb itself has the actual suffix which represents the doer of the action. For example, I can say kataba means he wrote, and I can also say kataba Zaidun, Zaid wrote. Is that clear?
Yes.
So then we have kataba. In this verb kataba, in the 3-letter verb, we have a pronoun which is hidden within this, only in this form, which is huwa, which means he wrote. Then when we go to the 2 boys wrote, we have the alif, which is the attached suffix, which represents they both wrote, boys. And in the plural, we add the waw, the waw at the end. And the ruling is that whenever there's a waw, the previous letter before the waw the suitable i'rab is a dhamma. So we change it to katabu. And the alif is being brought in just to protect the waw is not confused it to be a separate letter or something. So that's the reason why the alif is brought, just to protect the waw, to understand that it's katabu. Then we have katabat. This ta with a sukoon at the end represents that this is a female verb. So it's katabat, she wrote. And in katabata and kataba, the difference between the two is this, that in kataba you just have the alif, which means they both. In katabata you have the ta, which represents female, and alif represents dual.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
Then from the sixth form, we have katabna. Now in katabna, the three-letter verb, the last letter, which is the ba, is given a sukoon, and we add a noon with a fatha at the end, which means they all wrote, females. Now from this form onwards, the ba remains silent, and we add the suffixes at the end of the verb, which is ta, tuma, tum. So these are the actual suffixes which represents the doers who are doing the action. So if it was the detached pronouns like he, she, and we, it would be anta, antuma, antum. But when they are attached to a verb, they become suffixes and they are abridged. They are not the same as when they come detached, ana, huwa, huma, hum, and so forth. They come slightly different. Is that clear? So there are two types of pronouns. One, pronouns which come individually by themselves without attaching them to a noun or a verb, and the other ones are the ones which attach to a verb, and these are the ones ta, tuma, tum. So ta means you, tuma means you. Sorry, ta means you one male, tuma means you two males, tum means you more than two. Di means one female, tuma means two females, and tunna means more than two females.
With two females.
Yeah. So the masculine and the female plural for dual is the same. You can only tell from the context who is it referring to. And for I, you add the ta with a dhamma, which means I, and we add the noon with the alif, which represents we. Is that clear?
Can you please repeat it again?
I'm not going to repeat it again. You're going to say it, and I'll correct your mistakes.
No. I just the last one is the katabtu and katabna.
Yeah, katabtu, it's a ta with a dhamma, which comes at the end, which represents I. So there are only two forms for the speaker. You either have a singular or a plural. The plural covers dual and plural. So for the dual and the plural, there's one form. So it's katabna, we wrote. So we add the noon with the alif at the end, and it means we wrote. Go ahead, explain it again.
So there are mainly three types of the past tense to describe the verbs. So the first one is the for singular kataba, which is going to be for a singular male. So it would be like kataba means like he wrote, and then at the end, if we add alif kataba, so it's gonna be like two male, and it would be like the two male wrote, and katabu, which is if more than two male. So at the end with vaw alif, so the word before that will come with the dhamma. So it will be they wrote. And then in the same way for the females, it would be like katabat. So it will be she wrote, and at the end word will come with the sakin. Is it?
Katabat, yes, that's right.
Yeah. And katabata, At the end again for the alif is going to be for dil. So it will be two female root. Katabna, and it will be ended if it be ended with the ba and noon, and it means more than two females. So katabna means they more than two females wrote.
Correct.
And if it's gonna happen with the second person, so it will be like that. Katabta, for example, so it's gonna be like one male, and the second person would be the you, so you wrote. And katabtuma, again, at the end alif shows the dual, so it's gonna be two for the two male, and also the same for the two females. So you two males, like two males wrote, and or you two females wrote. Katabtum um is for if it's more than two males. So at the end it will come with the tum, and it means that more than two people, a male, done that work. So it will be like you wrote. And then katabtunna is more than two female. So like you more than two female wrote.
That's right. Excellent.
And then first person, it could be like I, or it could be he or she. No, it's not he or she. It's like I and we.
I and we. Excellent.
Yeah. And if it's for myself, it would be katab two. And if it's more than two or more than two, so it will be at the end with the na,
Excellent.
for more both male and for female.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. Can I have next on the mic? Sister Roshan. Sister Roshan, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Thank you. So just go over the same thing again.
First of all, no, I'm going to change it slightly now. I want you to conjugate. Let me ask you the question. What would you prefer? Would you like to go over this first, or would you like to conjugate a different verb?
Let's try a different verb.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Okay. Just give me 2 seconds. Let me get the onto the screen.
Sure.
Let me make it bigger.
Okay, yes, that's
So the verb is dharaba. Dharaba. So dharaba means he
hit.
hit. Yeah, dharaba means he hit. So I want you to conjugate all the 14 forms just by looking at dharaba. Is that possible, or is that a bit too challenging?
Let me try.
Go ahead. I'm more than happy. I'm more than happy to change it and get you. There you go. I will put this on the screen deliberately so that you have to do conjugation. So this gives you the actual idea of pattern flow, and you will need to conjugate dharaba on this pattern.
So if I can have a pattern flow, that would really help.
Pardon? Yeah, I'll give you the pattern. Kataba, kataba, katabu, katabat, katabata, katabna, katabta, katabtuma, katabtum, katabti, katabtuma, katabtunna, and katabtu and katabna. So this is the actual 14 forms and how they are conjugated itself. So what I would like you to do is conjugate the verb daraba following the same additions which are happening.
Okay, so daraba.
He hit.
He wrote one single. He wrote.
No, he hit.
Oh, he hit. Sorry.
Yep.
Two male. Daraba,
Daraba.
right?
Excellent.
Two male hit.
Mm-hmm.
Darabu.
Excellent.
More than so many men hit.
Plural. You say they all hit.
They all hit. Plural. Yeah. Then second form.
Third form is third person. So in a conversation, you have three people. You have the speaker, the addressee, and the third person. So we're talking about the third person. So katabu means they all wrote. So they all hit. Darabu, right. They all hit masculine.
Okay. So now I go to third person. You.
She. Third person is she.
She.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So,
Hiya.
The
so we're talking about the third person. Sorry, 1 second. So katabu means they. So hiya darabat.
Hiya darabat. Okay.
Continue, sister.
Okay. So now so we've done he, now I do you.
No, you haven't finished off. You've only done hiya darabat. You haven't done huma darabata, hunna darabna.
Okay, so sorry, Sheikh, I'm getting really confused here.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
We are all getting confused here.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me just get the other sheet because it seems. Give me 2 seconds. Look at this again. Read this first. Read all of them.
Great, thank you. So this is first, okay, singular first person. I will. If you can keep this on the screen, Sheikh, it'd be really nice.
No, that's fine. I think I wanted to push yourselves to the next level, but it seems that we're still struggling with the first present past tense. So that's the reason why I brought this back on the screen again. Go ahead. So let's first of all, what I want you to do is to conjugate kataba, what you see on the screen, and translate that, and then maybe the next person I will ask them to do the daraba. Go ahead.
Okay, so kataba, he wrote, third person singular. Kataba, they two male wrote, plural. Two. Katabu, they masculine all wrote, more than two. Okay. Katabat, she wrote, singular. Katabta, they two.
Katabata, all of the letters have a harakat or a fatah. Katabata.
Katabata, they two female wrote.
Correct.
Katabna, they female wrote. So if I replace that with daraba, so he hit would be daraba, he singular. Dual would be daraba, two masculine hit.
Correct.
Darabu, they more than two male hit. Okay. Darabat, she hit, singular. Zarabata, they two female hit. Zarabna, they female hit.
Correct.
Okay. And then we come into second person singular. You hit would be zarabta.
Correct.
Then they two male hit would be zarabtuma.
Correct.
And then they plural male hit would be zarabtum.
Correct.
Okay. Then singular female would be zarabti. You hit female. You two hit female would be zarabtuma. And you plural female would be zarabtunna.
Correct.
Then singular I hit would be zarabtu. We two hit would be zarabna. And we plural would be zarabna again. So
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay.
That's very good. Thank you. Next person I'm going to bring on the mic is Sister Seema or Sister Sukaina Muraj. Sister Sukaina Muraj. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum assalam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Would you be able to conjugate this?
Yeah.
Bismillah. So can I give you a different verb?
I can try.
Okay, let's give you jalasa. Jalasa, which means he sat.
Jalasa. He jalasa. Jalasa is to sit. To sit. That's right.
That's right. He sat.
He sat. So jalasa. He sat. Jalasta.
Jalasa, jalasu.
Okay. All right. I see. Okay. Jalasa. Jalasu.
Correct.
And then she sat. Jalasat.
Correct.
Jalasata.
Correct.
Jalasna.
Excellent.
And then second person. You sat. Jalasat.
Jalasta.
Jalasta.
Correct.
Jalastuma.
Excellent.
Jalastum.
Excellent.
The female will be Jalasti, Jalastuma, Jalastunna.
Excellent.
And the first person, Jalastu, I sat.
Correct.
And Jalasna,
Excellent.
we sat.
Excellent. That was really good. I want you to conjugate. So it's been a while. You've conjugated it, about 2 months. That's really good. Now I want you to conjugate all of jalasa without the translation. Just say jalasa, jalasa, jalasu, jalasat, jalasata, jalasna, jalasta, jalastuma, jalastum, jalasti, jalastuma, jalastunna, jalastu, jalasna. Go ahead.
Oh my Lord.
You can do it. But of course, not the same speed as me, because I've been doing it for years. So conjugate at whatever speed you can do it.
Okay, cool. Bismillahirrahman. Jalasa, jalasta, jalasu, jalasat, jalasta,
Jalasata. Remember that the female version is jalasata. So all the letters by fatah.
Okay, jalasata, jalasna.
Excellent.
Jalasta, jalastuma, jalastum. Jalasti, jalastuma, jalastunna. Jalastu, jalasta.
Excellent. MashaAllah, very good. Excellent. Jazakallah, sister.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, and next person will be on the mic, Sister Tahira. After Sister Tahira, alaykum salam. After Sister Tahira, Sister Fatim. So, Sister Tahira, would you like to conjugate this one, or shall I give you a different verb?
I want a challenging one.
Okay,
Please.
I'll give you a really challenging one then. I'll give
Not
you.
too challenging. I'll try.
I like people who like challenges, so let's give you one. I'm going to show you on the screen, and then I'll take it off straight away. Right.
Inshallah.
Now, the ones that we've done so far are the ones which have all of the three-letter verb has a fatha, dharaba, kataba, and jalasa. Now, this one here is alima. Alima here is that the middle letter
Yes.
has a kasra. So the past tense verb, it has three patterns. So the second pattern is that where the past tense, ainul fi'l, the middle letter, is getting a kasra and is read alima. However, the ending always remains intact. It remains exactly the same as kataba.
Okay.
It follows the same flow. So because this is a new one, so I'm going to be considerate, and I will not take this off the screen. I'll leave it on the screen and allow you to conjugate from the screen, but would like the translation for it. So alima means he knew. So alima is he knew. And as I was mentioning earlier on, huwa means these are the detached pronouns. Huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antunna, and ana nahnu. These are the detached pronouns, just to help yourself to understand who they represent. So go ahead and translate alima. What does it mean?
Sheikh, let's try. You can remove it.
Okay. Shall I close the screen as well completely?
Oh, you can't.
Okay.
Pardon? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't need that on the screen, Sheikh.
Okay,
Or you're keeping it for the others?
Yeah, I'm giving it for the others too. So
Okay. Okay. No problem. Okay. I'll do it without looking.
Yep.
Inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alima, he knew. Alima with an alif. They too knew.
Correct.
Masculine. Alimu, they all knew. Masculine.
Excellent.
Now feminine. Alimat.
Correct.
She knew.
Excellent.
Alimata
Excellent.
is they too feminine knew.
Excellent.
Alimna
Excellent.
is they all feminine knew.
Excellent.
Now we come to second person, which is you. So alimta
Excellent.
is you knew. Alimtum is you too masculine knew.
That's wrong. Alimtuma.
Okay.
Alimtum is the plural.
Alimtuma, sorry. Okay. Alimtuma, they too masculine knew, and alimtum is they all masculine knew. Feminine is alimti, you knew. Feminine dual is alimtuma, you too knew, and plural is alimtunna, means they all feminine knew.
Not they, you.
Oh, sorry, you. Sorry about that. Sheikh, that means you can see I'm not looking.
No, that's perfectly fine. I can tell.
No, I'm trying to be honest. Alimtu is I knew for both masculine and feminine. Alimna is you all knew for
Me.
Alimna is we knew.
Alimna, is it right?
Alimtu means I knew. And
Yes.
Alimna is we knew.
Is we knew. Okay.
Excellent.
It's we knew for both dual and plural masculine and singular.
Excellent. Jazakallah, sister. Sister Fatim.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. So can you conjugate the same one which Sister Tahira did? Because this is a new pattern which we're conjugating. So I want to do it a couple of times so that everyone becomes familiar with it.
Okay. Alima is for masculine. Alima.
Translation as well, Sister Fatim. Translation.
Okay. What is Alima?
He knew.
He
Alima,
knew.
he knew.
Alima, he knew. Alima, they both knew. Alimu, they all knew. Feminine. Alimat, she knew. Alimata, they both knew. Alimna, they all knew.
Excellent.
For masculine, Alimta, you knew. Alimtuma, they both knew. Alimtum, they all knew.
You all
For
knew.
fem-
You all
they
knew.
all, you all knew. For feminine, Alimti, this is feminine. You knew. Alimtuma, you both knew. Alimtunna, you all knew. Alimtu, I knew. Alimna, we all knew. We
Excellent.
all know.
We all knew. We all knew.
We all knew. Sorry, we all knew.
Excellent. Agha Hassan Ali. Bismillah, Agha Hassan Ali.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alima, he knew.
Excellent.
Alima means they two knew.
Excellent.
Alimu means more than two people knew.
Excellent.
Katabta for
No,
a
no.
lady.
Alimat. Alimat.
Alimat for a lady, she knew. Alimtana, alibta.
No, Alimata.
Alimta,
Alimata.
they too knew. Alibna,
Alimna.
Alimna, they more than two women knew.
Excellent.
Alipta means
Alimta.
you.
Alimta.
Alimta. Alimta means you. This is for male. Alimta means you knew. Singular person. Alibtuma, you two, two people knew. Alimtum means two, more than two people knew. Alimti, this is for lady, you knew. Alimtuma, this is for dual, two women knew. Alimtunna, two, more than two women knew. Alimtu means I wrote, I knew. This is for male and female. Alimna, we two knew, male and female. And alimna, we more than two knew.
Excellent. Ahsantum. Very good. Are you feeling comfortable, Agha? Agha Hassan Ali?
Yes, 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 Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So don't worry, I am taking care of you as well. So don't think I'm just going to take the bright ones on and leave the other ones on. Everyone's on board together. If someone drowns, we all drown together.
Thank you.
So don't worry, inshallah, everyone is taken care of. So next person, Sister Shabnam. Sister Shabnam.
Okay.
So are you in the mood before you start?
I wanna try a two-letter one because I've always found it very challenging.
I know you want to be ahead of everyone else, but
No, I don't want to be ahead, but I don't know. Whatever you say. I'm good with
the
it.
two-letter one I will do later on. It's too early for the two-letter one. So what we need to do, we need to work on these three-letter ones. And
Sure.
once you've done this, then we could do the other ones. So I'll give you a different verb. I'll give you the word for Eid Zahra. We use farhat in Arabic. We call it farhatu Zahra. Farhatu Zahra. So farhatu Zahra means another name of Eid Zahra. Okay. Now the word is fa ra ha.
Faraha or ha?
Ha. You know hajimi ha?
Just like a flower ha.
Yeah. No. The flower ha. No. It's the ha.
The one from the throat. Ha.
It's the one from Ar-Rahman.
Oh, okay, I got
Okay.
it. So faraha.
Yeah, so the verb is fariha. Fariha.
Okay,
Fariha
okay.
means he was pleased. Fariha.
What is it? What is it meaning?
Fariha means he was pleased. Pleased.
You're pleased.
Yes. Or he was happy.
Okay.
I've sent this verb also in the chat box. So if you look at the list, there are some verbs where you got the past tense and the present tense.
Okay, well, okay, let me try this just without looking. Inshallah. Bismillah rahman. So fariha, he was pleased. Fariha, they too were pleased. Farihu, they all were pleased, masculine. Farihat, she was pleased, singular. Farihata, they too, feminine, were pleased. Farahna, they all were pleased, feminine, plural. Farahta, you were pleased, singular, masculine. Farihtuma, they too were pleased, masculine. Farihtum, you were pleased. Sorry, you were pleased. Farihtum, you all masculine were pleased. Farihti, you feminine were pleased, singular. Farihtuma, you two feminine were pleased. Farihtunna, you two, you all plural were pleased, singular, feminine. Farihtu, I was pleased, singular, masculine or feminine. Farihna, we all were pleased, masculine, feminine, and plural and dual. Sorry.
Excellent. That was very good. MashaAllah. Excellent. Can I have next on the mic, Sister? Let's bring who's Sister Zarabano.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Sister Zarabano, I'm going to give you a different one.
Yeah.
I want to give you Fataha. Fataha.
Okay.
Fataha means he opened.
Yeah. Fataha.
Just one second, Sister Zarabano. I just want to ask a question to one sister. Sister Samira, inshallah, I hope you're finding this helpful because so if you're finding it helpful, if there's any questions, just message me on the chat box and inshallah, I'll take it from there, inshallah. Okay? Bismillah. Fataha.
Fataha.
What is the meaning of Fataha?
Fataha. It's Fataha. He opened.
Open. Okay. Sorry.
No problem.
Thank you.
Fataha. He opened. Fataha. They too opened. Fatahu. They opened. Fatahat. She opened. Fatahata. They too feminine open. Fatahna, they all open feminine. Fatahtu, you open. Fatahtuma, they too masculine open. Fatahtum, you two masculine open. Fatahtum, you all open masculine. Fatahti, you feminine open. Fatahtuma, you feminine, you two feminine open. Fatahtunna, you all open feminine. Fatahtu, you open. Fatahna, we two open or we all open, masculine and feminine both.
MashaAllah is very good. Can I have next on the mic? Who is next on the mic? You. Sister Seema Askar. Sister Seema Askar, can you come on the mic, please?
Start, brother.
Alaikum Assalam. I want you to do Nasara. Give me 2 seconds. Let me change the screen to Nasara.
What is the word, Sheikh?
The word is Nasara. Nasara means he helped. Nasara means he helped. I thought I had the pattern on the screen, but I don't. It follows the same pattern as Fataha. Sister Seema, would you be able to conjugate without looking at Nasara?
Okay. Are you saying don't read, look at your screen?
Yeah, use the screen, but I haven't got the verb Nasara written out on the screen. That's the only thing.
Where is it written?
It hasn't. I haven't got it down. I've only got on the screen is Fataha, but following the pattern of Fataha, conjugate Nasara. Sister Seema, would you be able to do it?
Sure.
If not, then do Fataha.
No, I'll do Nasara. Nasara, he helped. Nasara, they helped male. Nasaru, they helped male. Nasarat, she helped. Nasarata, they helped female. Nasarna, they helped feminine. Nasarta, she you helped. Nasartuma, you helped. Nasartum, you all helped. Nasarti, you helped female. Nasartuma, you helped female. Nasartunna, you all helped female. Nasartu, I helped. Nasarna, we all helped. Nasarna, we all helped.
Excellent. MashaAllah, very good. Right. Who else is remaining outstanding? Has everyone had a chance? Right.
Can I
If
do
everyone
one with the not with all the fatah, Sheikh, the one with the there in the middle?
Yeah, you do it. Okay. Okay. I want you to go. So, go ahead, Sister. Let's bring. See, Sister Seema, as you mentioned it. Let's do. Can you conjugate Alima for me, please?
Alima, he knew. Alima, they knew. Alimu, they all knew. For a male, Alimat, she knew. Alimata, they knew. Alimna, they knew. Alimta, you knew. Alimtuma, you knew. Male. Alimtum, they knew. Male. Alimti, you knew. Alimtuma, you knew. Female. Alimtunna, you all knew. Female. Alimtu, I knew. Alimna, we all knew. Alimna, we all knew.
Excellent. Jazakallah. Can I, Sister Shabnam, do the last one, Kabura? Sister Shabnam, Kabura means he became big. Kabura is the last verb we're going to do.
Sorry, is it Kabura?
Yes, Kabura, that's right.
And he became big?
That's correct.
Okay.
Kabura means
I'll
he
just
became
write.
big.
He became big. Quite sad. Okay. So Kabura, he became big, singular, masculine. Kabura, they too became big, dual, masculine. Kaburu, they all became big, masculine, plural. Kaburat, she became big, singular, feminine. Kaburata, they too became big, dual. Kaburna, they feminine all became big, plural. Kaburat, kaburta, you became big, masculine, singular. Kaburtuma, you two masculine became big. Kaburtum, you all plural became big. Kaburti, you feminine, singular became big. Kaburtuma, you feminine too became big. Kaburtunna, you plural, all women became big. Kaburtu, I became big, sad. kaburna and kaburna for masculine or feminine plural and dual, we all became big.
Ahsanti, Jazakallah, very good. Last person, Sister Sukaina Muraj. Can you do the same pattern, Sister Sukaina Muraj?
Assalamu
Alaikum
alaikum. Which word I'm doing?
Kabura, the one who's on the screen.
Kabura.
He became big.
He became big. Kabar. Kabara. Kabaru. Kabarat. Kabarta. Kabarna. Second person. Kabarat. Kabartuma. Kabartum.
Sorry, kaburat, kaburata, kaburna. Do it again from kaburat.
Okay. Kaburat, kabartuma, kabartum.
No, sorry, kaburat, kaburata, kaburna.
Oh, sorry. I'm bit. Okay. I'm gonna restart again. So, kabura, kabura. With the alif, how I'm going to pronounce kabura?
Correct.
Kaburu.
Correct.
And kabarat.
Kaburat.
Kaburat. Sorry, kaburat. Kaburta. Kaburna. Second person. Kaburat.
Kaburta. Kaburta.
Kaburta. Kaburtuma. Kaburtum. Kaburti. Kaburtuma. Kaburtunna. And the first person. Kaburtum. Kaburtuma. Kaburna.
Kaburto and kaburna.
Kaburto, kaburna. Sorry, I'm not so confident.
No, that's fine. Inshallah, that's fine. Alhamdulillah, very good from everyone. Can I have a loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. And Agha Hassan Ali to recite Dua Faraj. End the session, inshallah.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma kulli waliyika al-hujjata ibn al-Hasan. Salawatuka alayhi wa ala abaihi. في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
Jazakallah. Inshallah, I hope this session was helpful for everyone. I want everyone to write these verbs out and also send me a voice note and write the translation. Is important that you write the translation next to it so that you know the translations as well. So I want you to write 3 verbs out from the 3 different patterns, one with a fatha, one with a kasra in the middle, and one with a dhamma in the middle itself. So please do this so that it is very important so that we can go to the next phase, which is the present tense verb. So iltimas dua, inshallah, take care of yourselves. Inshallah, see you the same time next week on Saturday, inshallah.
Thank you so much. Jazakallah. Thank you.
Sheikh.
Are you going to send the verbs?
Yes, I've sent the verbs already in the group.
Okay.
Check. Can you check next time when you have the exam? Can you please let us know before? I only had 10 minutes to write the exam today.
I said in the group that you can do the exam before or even after. So you have entire. So I gave you the whole time. So it was not restricted before the exam. So some people messaged me. I told them you could do the exam after the lesson itself. So it was because the questions are different from the book itself. So you're able to even do the exam after the lesson itself.
Anyway, now we have done the exam. Let's see what I get.
No problem, inshallah. I'll let you know after. Give me 15-20 minutes. I'll mark the papers, inshallah. So it's
Inshallah.
Sheikh, when you use the word nasara, it's a sad, right?
Nasara, that's right.
And what is the meaning of mustatir?
Mustatir means hidden.
Hidden. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
when we talk about huwa in kataba, we say huwa is mustatir.
Okay. Okay. So also here, right?
What was that?
Here also is hidden, right?
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Okay.
One
Thank you very
last one. Is it najaha or naja'at? He succeeded.
Najaha is with a ha at the end.
Ha. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for the lesson. Thanks. Assalamu alaikum.